What's up, guys? So, first things first. New do who you? New do who you? Nah, no, seriously though. I'm gonna try platinum gray for about a month or so. So this is the first layer of it. So don't judge the full look yet. Give me one more coating, and then we can judge what it really looks like. But I'm digging what's coming through. I really am. I'm using that hair paint, and hair paint is kind of hard to do on dreads or black hair. I'm finding out, and my hair just takes forever to dry because it's just so dense right now. So, but I like it. It's definitely a good look. A lot of people don't like gray hair on young people, but I don't give a shit. I really don't. No, I enjoy it. So I'm gonna enjoy it. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, guys, before we get into the video, new cup alert. New cup. No setbacks. No setbacks. So I sell the cups for $3. Not much, just a little bit, just so you can have something motivational as you get in that caffeine in your system in the morning. So if you want a cup, if you want to support your girl, feel free to hit me up in my DMs and I'll ship it to you. But $3 isn't bad for a handcrafted cup made with love. Okay. Get a cup from somebody you know versus those industrial packaged whatever. And every design is going to get a little bigger, but this one is definitely something me and my brother came up with. So no setbacks. And I wanted to drink out of this cup today. I have 2 other designs out there that I'm going to release to you guys. But I wanted to drink out of this one today just because it kind of goes to what I've been going through and what I'm going to talk about today. So today's topic, depression. Depression is real as a bitch. I've legitimately been depressed these past couple of weeks. And it hit me real hard last night. Depression is rude. Depression is that rude ex-boyfriend that you didn't really kind of break things off with fully, but you know y'all kind of just moved apart, so he still feels the need to kick through your back door sometimes. I don't know if you've ever been in an unhealthy, toxic relationship like that, but yeah, like that's what depression feels like. It feels like it's going to kick in your door at any moment, and there's nothing you can do to solve it. You just got to take that shit. And it's heavy. It's so heavy. It's just like a dark cloud comes over you and just sits on your shoulders. And so last night when I cried myself to sleep, and I mean I cried for hours, I was like, you know what, G, you gotta fix this because it's going to succumb you. It is going to consume you. It's overwhelming right now. But for me, when I go through bouts like this, I try to cling to things that puts all of it in perspective. I try to cling to things that I value, that I love, that makes me happy, that really kind of pulls me through these moments. And so that's what I've been trying to do. Share my story with whoever takes the time to listen to it. The 3 of you out there has been one of the ways that I've been fighting or combating depression in its nastiness. It's nastiness because it normally, for me, it banks me. It banks me with anxiety, right? So I'm on edge. I'm nervous about everything. And then I'm sad that I'm nervous. And I'm sad that I'm just going through this shit. Like, And I'm always leery of talking about my mental health issues just because it feels like right now everybody's kind of glorifying it. It's like, oh, you got anxiety? I got anxiety too. Yay! Do you really have anxiety? Because you're even nervous to tell somebody else who's going through it and you fully understand what they're talking about. You're nervous to even tell them what you're going through. So I be side-eyeing some people when they sit there and they go, oh, I'm depressed. No, dog. Like, I don't know. It's not a happy-go-lucky time. It's not a smile. It's it's not a smile time. And I'm one of those people who always put on a brave face, a strong face, always put my best foot forward. But right now, dude, it's harder and harder and harder every freaking day. Like I don't fully know how to fix it, but I'm trying. I'm really, really trying to pull myself through. Just a real quick, I guess, top 3 things I do. 1, I meditate a little bit more. I sit down with some nice healing vibes. I'll burn some incense. I'll douse myself with a little Florida water and make it move as I meditate. And my meditation isn't like superly like intricate. I just sit down in front of my altar and just kind of give myself a moment of still, a moment of calm, a moment of peace, just to kind of settle the shit a little bit. Another thing I do is I listen to music. I gravitate to hip hop, old school hip hop, or hip hop with words and meaning when I'm going through these moments. And that's just because that's me. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me feel good on the inside. I also spend some extra time with friends. Yesterday I took my love language test all over again, because as you get older it changes. What moves you changes. And quality time was like light years above anything else. Like you had to take next to things to even get remotely close to how important quality time is to me. So I mean, yeah, I try to spend quality time with some people who I love, who I know have my best interests at heart. No, we don't always see eye to eye on everything, but yeah, these are the people who give me some form of life. And so I spend time with them. I also got a little shindig coming out with a group of people that I really, really love. I've known these fools for 20 plus years now, and they just got to see a lot of me through the transitional phases that I've been through. So I definitely always try to go back to that nest egg or that base, as I call it, like just to feel safe. Like literally, like in a game of tag, right? Like I'm running from depression. I touch these niggas to be safe. But things that I always suggest to people who finally, I guess, lay their burdens down and reveal that they're going through similar things, I tell them to seek professional help if that's your thing. I'm seeking professional help. To be honest, I kind of want to talk to an older woman who fits into my social location, just because I think that there are a lot of underbellies that black women go through that I don't really feel like sitting and explaining to an old white man or to an older white lady or even to an older black man. I just don't feel like talking to these people. Regina, there are other races out there. I know, but those are the ones that I think about immediately. Leave me alone. Give me a pass. God darn it. Gosh darn it. I do suggest leaning on friends if you have it. If you have a tribe, as I call it, or a support system or a base, please reach out and lean on them. You never know who's going through something similar to what you're going through. I know I called my best friend recently and she was like, "Girl, the universe." And I said, "Girl, I know. Let's just sit and love on each other, because we both great. We just going through some shit right now, and it happens. It happens to the best of us. It gets the best of us. No need to be, so broken up about it. Nah, let me take that back. Be broken up about it. Just know that you can walk through that brokenness. You can. There is repair on the other side. There's always some glue that you can find to put yourself back together." And then I do self-positive affirmations. So I'll write down some affirmations, some things that I probably forgot as I'm going through this sadness. I also try to, like I said, listen to some meditation music, some positive vibrational music, all sorts of stuff. And I'm being more open with that, because I think other people are looking for alternative ways to push through the shit that they're going through. And it's not widely accepted as it should be, but it's a thing. It is legitimately a thing. You can literally find a non-traditional route to solve most problems, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. I really now get that analogy. But I think what made it all hit the fan for me last night was I kept trying to pour positivity into someone who didn't want it. Like, they just did not want the shit. Like, they just didn't. And it takes a lot of energy to try to, especially when you're sad in yourself, it takes a lot of energy to look at somebody else and be like, no, it's okay, you're great, let me pull you up through this, because if I can't pull myself out, maybe I can like throw an anchor down, or maybe, you know, clear a path for somebody else to push through. This person just, everything that I said, they was like, no, and just very negative and not receiving it, and but what about this, but what about that? And I'm just like, yo, please stop. I can't handle this right now. And that's partially my fault. I needed to be like, yo, this is too much for me right now. I can't handle this right now. Like, you're not listening, so I gotta back up for a second and let you process it all. But I didn't. I just kept trying because I'm hard-headed and I keep trying. And that's good in certain arenas, but not always in every arena. It just doesn't work. This is also a friend who is just very hard on me about the things that I do that they don't understand. And I think that's also another thing that I want to kind of harp on a little bit. Don't knock what works for me just because you haven't tried it, or it doesn't make sense to you, or it didn't work for you. Like, that's not fair. Don't put me in that trick bag of second guessing myself just because you won't question yourself. Is kind of how I feel about the whole scenario that I'm speaking around and not directly to. But yeah, I don't know. I hate that kind of that societal norm right now of, oh, I don't fuck with what you doing, so I'm gonna beat you down. Like, yeah, just be like, oh, all right, that's not for me, and keep it moving. But that takes a level of maturity that a lot of people don't afford to themselves right now. But I like to pour into people also when I'm feeling this way, because my thing is like, if you can still, although you feel like shit on the inside, if you can still tell somebody else that they're great, or still love on somebody else, or still fellowship with somebody else, then it shows that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that engagement is some of the light peeking through. Everybody don't get it, and I can't do anything about it. And for me, I need to be better at protecting that energy, not sharing that energy with everybody. Because again, everybody can't handle it. I keep likening myself to like a socket that like you can plug into and recharge and then plug out of, right? Just to get that next thing that you're going. But like, keeping with that same analogy, I have to realize that, one, the wrong plug, like the wrong electronic in too weak of a socket can blow a fuse. And a fuse was blown last night. Just blew a fuse. I blew a fuse just because the energy that was trying to plug into me was too negative. It was just not fitting. The wattage was off. The balance was off. And so it was nothing that I can do about it. But then secondly, you gotta have the right socket to receive the energy that, or the right plug to receive the energy that the socket is giving out. Maybe that person just doesn't have the right plug in order to plug into, or maybe, no, that's legitimately it. Maybe that person just didn't have the right plug to receive the energy that I was trying to kick out. And that's fine. It's just I, as being the source of the energy, I have to be more, what's the words I'm looking for? I have to be more aware of what I'm taking in order to put out. That's just it. I mean, that's just it. So This is a short one, a real quickie, a hit it and quit it. A hit it and quit it type video, because depression is real, y'all, and it's heavy. But if you feeling it, know that you're not going through it alone, and know that there is a way to get through it. You can get through this shit, dog. Like, you really can. I'm not going to use that old adage of you can get through it because it's been placed upon you. No. You can get through it because there's a lesson in it for you. And that's what I keep telling myself. There's a lesson in this moment. There's a lesson in this time. There is shit going on that I may not understand, but I can deal with, I can cope with, I can engage with. And so, although I am sad and a little broken on the inside, I mean head over heels broken, I mean crumbling like the Trade Center type broken, like, and we talk about building number 7 that took forever to finally fall down. Yeah, I'm slowly crumbling like that, right? But even with that going on, I know that there's light at the end of this tunnel. I know that we can rebuild it, and I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. So yeah, y'all, be okay with being broken down, but know that you gotta rebuild yourself at some point. That's the message of today. So as always, I'll leave you guys with some light, because Jesus Christ, it gets dark, but there's always light. And as I lighten up this head, because we're gonna get the platinum, I mean super platinum, just know that there's light at the end of this tunnel. I leave you with a lot of life, because that's all we're trying to do. We have no blueprint for this thing called life. We just try to live it. And I want to live it in the best, most positive, most healthiest way possible with you. But lastly, and more importantly, and as you already know, everything I do, everything that I am is through love. It's because of love. I want to be the walking manifestation of love. Love ain't easy, love ain't kind, but love give you what you need when you don't need it, so you can use it when you got to. At least that's what love's been for me. And as always, I love you guys. The same love that you give